Hello, my name is Takashi WAKAMORI. I organize the Japan Wiper of the Year. I am announcing the 2019 Japan Wiper of the Year. First, I will explain what the Japan Wiper of the Year is. This is me in 1980 when I was 2 years old. I think there are people who have liked cars since they were children. For some reason, I was a kid who loved not only cars but also wipers. For safety reasons, my parents tried to avoid using owned car. It was rainy days that they had no choice but to use the car. I was looking forward from the child seat in the passenger seat. However, when I was a child with a low sitting height, I could not see the outside, even when I could only see the instrument panel and the wipers that wiped off the rain. I had a good memory of riding a car with the wiper on a rainy day. Perhaps this is why I have become wiper lover's kid. 25 years later, I bought the Honda Civic in 2005. This is 8th generation Civic used opposed wiper system, which is extremely rare for a sedan. The opposed wiper system is for working vehicles such as a large tour bus, so it is a longing for wiper lover's kid. I am glad that I got such a longed for wipers as my own car. So I think that this is the best wiper on this year. That was the beginning of Japan Wiper of the Year. Please take a look at the memorable first Japan Wiper of the Year wiper. This is the 8th generation Honda Civic, which released in September 2005 in Japan. The front windshield is very long depending on the A-pillar advanced by the distinctive design. So there is not enough passenger side in the normal wiper layout to cover the area to be wiped off specified by regulations. For that reason, the opposed wiper system is adapted. On the other hand, due to the recent spread of ADAS, it is difficult to wipe the front of the ADAS camera installed on the upper edge of front windshield. So the adoption of the opposed wiper system has almost disappeared. When viewed from driver's seat, the opposed wipers move as if it were pushed forward and forward, and it is fun to watch. It is a pity that opposed wiper will disappear. However, this is unavoidable because the wipers are under various restrictions. The wiper restrictions are, first of all, the regulation. In Japan, wiper is a device that is obliged to be installed by Road Transport Vehicle Law. The minimum standards for unwiped area are shown. The wiping rate of the red frame and yellow frame areas is determined according to the driver's sitting position and line of sight. Generally, it is difficult to wipe the upper side of the yellow frame in front of the passenger seat. The wiper moves in a fan shape, so it does not reach the corner. Similar standards are set in countries other than Japan, but they differ slightly depending on the road traffic conditions in each country. For example, the United States standards demands more wiping of the yellow frame. It is a stricter standard. All wipers are compatible with all type approved vehicles. Even if the customer thinks that there is a lot of unwiped area, the wipers are of course compliant with the regulations. However, the time to use the wiper is when the weather is bad or the windows are dirty and you cannot see through. It is a high-risk condition. Therefore, I would like to wipe more wider and bring it closer to the normal state, as well as the regulations that regulate the minimum requirement to wipe. Then, I devised 4 evaluation items. The first is the unwiped area at A-pillar side. As you can see, snow or dirt not flow after wiped off and stay in place. Also, unlike rainwater, it cannot be seen. It is as if the A-pillar has become thicker. By the way, do you know why the wiper cannot wipe the edge of the A-pillar? Even car maker designers have same desire to reduce unwiped areas. But why do all cars always have unwiped area? Is it an adverse effect of cost reduction? No, it is not. There is a more important reason. The wiper must not collide with the A-pillar. Collision between the wiper and the A-pillar may cause the wiper to break. The wiper, which is a device that guarantees visibility, is required to have strong durability that will never break down as long as the car is using. By the way, when the car is running at high speed, the wind pushes the wiper and gains momentum. The wiper may overrun. Therefore, even if it is pushed at the expected maximum speed and overruns, it is designed to have enough margin by reversing it in advance, so that it does not collide with the A-pillar. If the car never runs at a slow speed like walking, there is no need to worry about overruns. Designers can design wiper to wipe to the edge. However, cars should allow customers to run freely and at various speed. The designers must design to meet all usages of all customers. This is the main reason for existence of unwiped area at A-pillar side. The unwiped area at A-pillar is unavoidably caused by these reasons, but it is the high risk of obstructing the driver's view. So I have decided that the standards of Japan Wiper of the Year, it is required that the unwiped area is 3 cm or less. According to the tendency of 436 cars that I measured, only 20% pass. So this is a strict standard. The second of the 4 evaluation items is fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat. It is in front of driver and there is on the lower side that the driver often sees while driving. However, there is an area that can be seen nearby and the entire field of view can be supplemented. It can be said that the risk is low compared to the unwiped area at A-pillar. The fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat can be reduced to 0 by devising the layout of the wiper, such as lowering the center of rotation of the wiper and lengthening the rubber part. It is different from unwiped area at A-pillar, which is virtually impossible to 0. of the 436 cars that I measured, 9 cars have achieved 0. By the way, it is effective to lowering the center of the rotation of the wiper in order to eliminate the fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat. However, there are some circumstances in which the wiper cannot be lowered in a general passenger car. The main reason is the existence of the engine. The wiper is laid out nearby the engine room. Also, since the wiper is an electrical component, it is designed by the electrical component department in many cases. The front windshield is designed by the exterior department. The design department and its packaging design department decided the placement of the driver that determines the extent of wiping. Unwiped area is also affected by the layout of the instrument panel and the defroster outlets. This is the design of the interior department. In this way, it is a part that involves many departments such as electrical, body, engine, exterior, interior, and package design. Cooperation of these departments is essential to design a good wiper. It requires true teamwork. I think that reason why I observe the wiper design is that the designers who gathered in each car development team have different openness. I imagine such a human drama. Although the risk is low and it can be reduced to 0, the standard of Japan Wiper of the Year requires that the fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat be 5 cm or less. According to the tendency of 436 cars that I measured, only 22% pass. So this is a strict standard. The third of the 4 evaluation items is triangle unwiped area in front of the passenger seat. It is an unwiped area that remains between the wipers on driver's side and passenger side. It is not in front of driver, so it does not bother when drive straight ahead on a wide road. But it is in direction driver see when passing through narrow roads and parking lots. It is a relatively low risk because running slowly and carefully. Triangle unwiped area in front of the passenger seat can be reduced to 0 by devising the layout of the wiper. The difficulty is different from the fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat. Even by adapting a mono-wiper, the triangle unwiped area in front of the passenger seat can be reduced to 0. Taking these factors into consideration, Japan Wiper of the Year requires that triangle unwiped area in front of the passenger seat be 1 cm or less. Of 436 cars I measured, 30% achieved 1 cm or less, and 116 cars achieved 0. I think it is an achievable standard. The fourth of the 4 evaluation items is visibility of the wipers from inside when not in use. It is unavoidable to get into the driver's view when using wipers. However, most of the time, car is used when the wiper is not in use. The purpose of wiper is to remove obstacles that obstruct the driver's view, but the wiper becomes an obstacle. As you can see this, by devising wiper layout, it is possible to completely eliminate the visibility of the wiper from driver's view. Japan Wiper of the Year requires that even a part of wiper is completely invisible. It may seem like a strict criterion, but of the 436 cars I measured, 25% cars store the wiper out of the driver's view. So I think that is possible enough. Now, there are 4 evaluation items. The feature of 4 items is that anyone can easily measure and observe from outside the car. No specialized measuring devices are required. Traffic jams on rainy days are boring. However, observing the wipers of the cars around you from these 4 perspectives will surely make you happy. Please try it. In addition, when operating Japan Wiper of the Year, I have set 3 conditions for narrow down the cars to be selected. This is an increase in the standard for unit sales with reference to the selection criteria for the Japan Car of the Year. Even if a car that is sold in small quantities has a good wiper, it does not contribute much to improving the safety of the entire transportation society. I believe that it is worth praising a car that is strictly constrained by the cost and weight, and an ordinary car that many people buy with a good wiper. Now, I have decided how to measure the wiper. All I have to do is measure it. However, the unwiped area data is not open to the public, so I have to measure it myself. In this way, I find the target car and measure it one by one. It is difficult because I have no choice but to spend time searching. The hardest is finding a car whose windshield glass is dirty and left unwiped. For example, the displayed car at the car dealer has been washed cleanly, so there is no unwiped area and it cannot be measured. As a main measure, I actually rent a car and measure and shoot a movie at my own expense. I often check the assortment of the car rental companies, and when the car required by Japan Wiper of the Year is introduced, I make a reservation immediately and shoot a movie. Their efforts are required to implement the Japan Wiper of the Year. So far, I have measured 436 cars. The cost of renting cars has reached 1.29 million JPY. Then it covered all the wipers required for Japan Wiper of the Year. Sorry, I made you wait a lot of time. From here, let's move on to the announcement of the award-winning wiper in 2019. Before that, let's look back on the wipers that have won Japan Wiper of the Year. The Japan Wiper of the Year, which I started in 2005, celebrated its 15th anniversary in 2019. Unfortunately, I could not find a good wiper that deserved the award, and there were years when there were no award-winning wiper. There are 10 cars to be selected in 2019. It has a wide range of cars such as Lexus and BMW to public K cars. Let's check how many points each car has scored. First, unwiped area at A-pillar side. 3 cars have achieved 3 cm or less. All 3 K cars have exceeded 5 cm. Second, fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat. 5 cars have achieved 5 cm or less. BMW 3 Series and Lexus ES are both kept as low as 1 cm, which is good. Third, triangle unwiped area in front of the passenger seat. 4 cars have achieved 1 cm or less. What I would like to pay attention to here is Honda N-Wagon, a K car. while the other two K cars have a large unwiped area of 7 cm. N-Wagon is equivalent to the BMW 3 Series, a luxury car. It is very good. Fourth, visibility of the wipers from inside when not in use. 6 cars are hidden their wipers from the driver. Again, despite being K car, Honda N-Wagon hides wipers invisible, which is wonderful. Now, all 4 items have been evaluated. Let's see the total score. As you can see, Lexus ES scored plus 35 points in total, came in first. Mazda 3 also passed the overall score, but unfortunately did not reach the Lexus ES. Finally, Lexus ES won the 2019 Japan Wipe of the Year. Congratulations! The 7th generation Lexus ES has very small unwiped area. It is worth noting that fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat is kept very low at 1 cm. Let's see the beautiful wiper. Here are the award-winning works of Japan Wipe of the Year. Lexus is second award after RX in 2015. Which car will win the award in 2020? The 2020 Japan Wipe of the Year will announced on December 16, 2020. Please look forward. From here, I will introduce 7 unique wiper works from 2019. First, Mazda 3. Mazda 3 missed the Japan Wipe of the Year unfortunately, but is proudly in second place. Developed as a next generation product line that evolved the Kodo design, it means that soul of motion, the Mazda 3 has also undergone a major evolution in the wiper design. Not to mention the small unwiped area, the wiper is hidden when looking from outside of the car. It is the same design as a luxury car's concealed wiper. Very nice wiper. This is the Toyota RAV4 that won the Japan Car of the Year 2019. Since SUVs and minivans sit higher than the front windshield, the wipers need to focus on wiping the upper side of the front windshield in order to comply with each regulation. Compared to sedans and hatchbacks, fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat and triangle unwiped area in front of the passenger seat tend to be large. However, the RAV4 has a small fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat of 3 cm, which is good. Honda N-Wagon has an exceptionally good wipers for a K car. When viewed from the driver, the top surface of the instrument panel and bonnet hood are flush with each other, and there is no visibility of the wipers from inside when not in use. The fact that the triangle unwiped area in front of the passenger seat is kept low is also unusual for K car. The view is very refreshing. I would like to introduce another K car, Nissan Days. It is the same category product as the Honda N-Wagon. It is called Height Wagon. It was the first K car designed by Nissan, so I was expecting a good wiper. But I was disappointed that there was a large unwiped area. it is the average unwiped area of a K cars. This 12th generation Toyota Corolla sold in Japan has different width for sedan and hatchback. The width is 1790mm for the globally common hatchback and 1745mm for the narrow-body sedan and wagon, exclusively for Japan. I carefully measured each wiper on the two different bodies. As the result is, their unwiped areas are same. This is the Toyota Supra, which became a hot topic in collaboration with BMW. The Supra has many topics as a sport car, also has a very good wiper. Its unwiped area is quite small. It should be noted that there is no fan-shaped unwiped area in front of the driver's seat. This is a good trend common to BMW 5 Series and above passenger cars since 2015. It can be said that the Supra wiper is designed according to BMW standards. The Japan Wiper of the Year is selected for annual sales for 5,000 units or more in Japan. The Supra was less than it, so it was not selected. However, other than it, it is the second best wiper after Lexus ES. Did you enjoy Japan Wiper of the Year? Finally, I would like to explain the YouTube channel of Japan Wiper of the Year that you are watching. Please keep watching a little more. Until 2016 Japan Wiper of the Year was only PowerPoint document and wipers are only still images. However, it is difficult to understand the unwiped area and movement of the wipers only with the still image. So I would like everyone to see them in the movie. I also thought that it needed a unified format movie that was easy to compare. I could not find it by searching the internet or YouTube, so I decided to shoot the movies myself and publish them. Therefore, in 2017, I opened a channel dedicated to wiper movies and made the wiper movies open to the public. Here is the list of cars for movies has been released. In line with the purpose of Japan Wiper of the Year, I have collected a lot of cars that many people can buy. A standard movie of the wiper taken from the front of car is available on all cars. In addition, I also offer 7 types of movie focusing on the characteristic parts of the wiper. If you compare multiple cars at once, you can see the differences and trends. You can enjoy it even more. Please compare them from various points of view as you want. As of the end of October 2020, the number of movies reached 234, and the total number of views was 1.31 million. At first, some people who like wiper should enjoy it. I was surprised at the response. I will continue to collect high-quality wiper movies. That concludes the announcement of the 2019 Japan Wiper of the Year. The 2020 Japan Wiper of the Year will be announced on December 16, 2020. Please look forward to this as well. Thank you very much for watching. See you again.